Main man, made man here. Y'all know how I get down. We talking boxing. You know, Bob Arum stated that once Vasyl Lomachenko got through Jorge Linares, that he'll be looking to possibly even move him up to 140. And then, of course, attaching the name of Manny Pacquiao to Vasyl Lomachenko. Now, I've been very reluctant to do vids about a Vasyl Lomachenko versus Manny Pacquiao fight, given that, for one, they're a couple weight classes apart. And for two, Bob Arum still is in the bad habit of just using Manny Pacquiao's name willy-nilly to attach to events and to attach to other fighters. So you never know when he's telling the truth or not, because Manny Pacquiao's name still rings bells in a lot of parts of the world. So, you know, you don't know whenever Bob Arum is really telling the truth about this situation. But the thing, when you look at the landscape of things, right, Vasyl Lomachenko has been progressing through these weight classes. He's been not cleaning out weight classes, but he has been progressing and fighting the top fighters at these weight classes. I will give him that. Tank Davis didn't want anything to do with him down at 130. So he would have got that probably notch on his belt also, but whatever. The point I'm trying to make is that, yo, the names are running short when now we're up at 135. Now that he has disposed of Jorge Linares, and we know Robert Easter Jr. and Mikey Garcia is in talks to make a fight. Given the winner of that fight, that may be the last hope of any name from 26 to 135 that will be able to stop Vasyl Lomachenko before he heads up there with the big boys. Is there anybody else? Now, I know Gary Russell Jr., a guy who has a fight coming this weekend. He's going to be fighting Joe Diaz. Now, I know that Gary Russell Jr. has been wanting his revenge for quite some time, but I do not see Gary Russell Jr. coming from 126, walking all the way up to 135. That just not will be the smart thing to do. I don't see Gary Russell's people pushing him to that. And on top of that, I don't see Bob Arum in no shape, form, or fashion chasing after a fight with Gary Russell Jr. At least not at this point. And besides, he wouldn't get much credit. It'll look like Vasyl Lomachenko is picking on smaller fighters. So I'm wondering, who else is there left? Who else is there other than Mikey Garcia? Now, if Mikey Garcia makes it through Robert Easter Jr., as listening to the talk of most boxing fans, most expecting him to do so, if he gets through Robert Easter Jr., well, they're saying that maybe he'll have to defend his WBC title against now the guy who beat the WBC Diamond champion in Vasyl Lomachenko. So it's Mikey Garcia, the last hope to defeat a Vasyl Lomachenko before he goes up to the big boys. Now, that's a different conversation. I always say the ball game changes after 135. However, from 126 to 135, aside from Orlando Salido, yo, Vasyl Lomachenko, no one has been able to touch him. He's been making people quit left and right. So can Mikey be that fighter? You know, the one thing about Mikey Garcia, I always stated that Mikey is very reluctant to get in there with slick fighters, which he is. But the thing is, Mikey has a funny way of taming his opponents with just the jab. Mikey is so fundamentally sound where he's not flitz and flashy. He's not doing razzle-dazzle things in there. But he stands there. He becomes aggressive at times. He's always looking to box, always looking to work behind the jab, and he has a fantastic boxing IQ. Will Mikey Garcia's jab be able to tame the razzle-dazzle of Vasyl Lomachenko, a fighter who gives you many different looks, comes from different angles, does all of these different wonderful things in the ring, but can something as simple as a Mikey Garcia jab tame that? Now, it's of popular belief that the way you beat Vasyl Lomachenko is the same playbook that Orlando Salido did. And that's hit him everywhere that you can hit him. Make it a dirty fight, make it a rugged fight. That style has been known to work. And see, clearly Vasyl Lomachenko, once he becomes uncomfortable, he starts to overly complain to the ref. You start to see him not move as fluidly. So maybe that is a winning style. It's been proven to win. And those who try to come in there and outbox this guy always get shown up. Now, I don't see Mikey Garcia becoming a dirty fighter, or if he does, I don't see it being natural for him to fight that way. But Mikey has something special when it comes to his jab, man. I always look at how Mikey fights. So patient, so poised, so in control. And it's always behind his jab. Not going for the feints. Not going for the razzle-dazzle. Keeping that stone face. He's like the Tim Duncan of boxing. You know how Tim Duncan used to just come out there, straight-faced it, get the job done, lead the court. Well, that's Mikey Garcia. You're not going to run away from his fight saying, oh my God, I've never seen anyone do anything like this. No. You're going to say this dude was basic. He was boring sometimes. But damn, he beat this dude all 11 rounds, all 10 rounds, all 12 rounds. That's Mikey Garcia. So can he bring that Mikey magic in which he just works behind his jab, coming forward, picking his shots very smart, using very good head movement? Will this be the winning style that can nullify and stop the momentum of Vasyl Lomachenko? Because I'm going to tell you, man, if Vasyl Lomachenko progresses to 135, at 140, the names do get bigger, the bodies get bigger, the fighters get tougher. But Vasyl Lomachenko will be remembered that in, 11, 12 fights from 126 to 135, how he's progressed, and no one was able to stop him, man. That's crazy. Yeah, of course, Manny Pacquiao did it bigger. Let's not forget, no one still has surpassed Manny Pacquiao moving through 8 weight classes. Vasyl Lomachenko has only done 3. He's got 5 more to go in order to catch up with Manny Pacquiao. But we'll see, man. Mikey Garcia's jab is something special. Mikey's magic. I'm dying to see this Robert Easter Jr. fight. If Mikey comes out of this fight unscathed like he has been doing in his previous fights, but then again, he has been cherry picking very smartly. Very, very smartly, ladies and gentlemen. He's chosen his opponents wisely. That Sergey Lipinets fight, that was very funny. That was very funny. There were other names I would have rather seen Mikey Garcia fight. But he moves between this 135 and 140 gray area. That keeps us all off, balance. But it's good for his career, but it's terrible for the boxing fan. But we'll see if Mikey has it, man. If Mikey don't have it, on to 140 for Vasyl Lomachenko, and then the talks between him and Manny Pacquiao become realistic in my eyes. Right now, they're 2 weight classes apart, not realistic. But if he goes up to 140 after defeating Mikey Garcia, the possibility is definitely there. So to the next video, or either Terrence Crawford, but to the next video, Main Man, Made Man. Don't forget to subscribe, Twitter, Made Man 511, Facebook, Main Man, Made Man Boxing Forum, Google Plus, Main Man, Made Man. A lot of people are running around and saying they've never seen anything like this before. I've even stated it in a video like, yo, this has been amazing what Vasyl Lomachenko has done. But it's been done before. Manny Pacquiao, like I stated before, did 8 classes. They just didn't do it in as fast as Vasyl Lomachenko has done it. But, yo, this kid is amazing. But we'll see. So to the next video. Peace out.